Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Gil, let's get right into it tonight. The Lakers beat the Wizards 125-120. LA improved to 44-33. Finished the 6-game road trip 5-1. The game really shouldn't have been this close, but ended up having to put the starters back in with about 35 seconds to go because of a 12 or 13-point lead got cut down to 5. So they're 5-1 on the road trip. They're currently tied with Sacramento and Phoenix in the loss column, but 2 games back. No, tied in the win column, but they're 2 games back in the loss column. LeBron James, another magnificent night, 25-7-9. Anthony Davis was dominant. 35 points on 10 of 17 shooting. 15 of 15 from the free throw line, 18 rebounds, 2 steals, 3 blocks, and they hold on to beat the Wizards 125-120. As you watch the game, not just this, let's go all the way back, and if you can remember the games that they played, and they played really well on this road trip, Gail. What have you liked most about what you've seen from the Lakers?
That they've beat the teams that they were supposed to beat.
Mm-hmm.
They did what they were supposed to do.
Yes.
LeBron James has stepped up. AD has played well, and the role players that we were having troubles with, let's say around the end of December, January, those guys are playing more consistent now.
Yes.
Right? When you're talking about getting into the playoff, it seems like everybody is ramping it up for the playoff, and it's on the same mission here.
Yeah, I like what I saw. LeBron has been really, really good. And as he mentioned, he says, look, guys, the last year I had to deal with the foot. So basically I was just playing the games. I wasn't able to get any on-court activity. I couldn't do, practice. I couldn't do shoot-arounds or anything of that nature. Now I come out here before the game. I'm able to get my shots up before the game. I'm able to get on the court with the guys for shoot-around. I'm able to, work on my shot. And you can tell. 9 or 10 the other day, 40 points on 17 shots. Comes back last night at 8 or 10, 10 or 12. Yep. Very few shots again, very, very efficient last night against Toronto. Another efficient night, another 50% shooting night tonight. But as you said, Gil, we knew this was on the horizon. We knew they were going to play a lot of sub 500 teams. Mm-hmm. And if you're trying to get to where you ultimately need to be, these are the teams that you need to beat. These are the teams that early in the year that was sub 500 when they were in November and December that was beating the Lakers. And you're like, what the hell? And it's still troubling to me. With Anthony Davis playing as well as he is, and he's played 72 games, LeBron is being LeBron. And here we are 44-33, and we're in the nice spot, Gil. I still can't understand that for the life of me.
You know what? I want to give Prince his credit, right? At the beginning of the season, right, my complaint with him and Vando was you guys are sitting in the corner being atmosphere, right? And as of late, Prince has been diving a lot more, getting into those open spaces.
Yeah, the creases.
Right? Yeah, he's been slashing, diving because the defense didn't expect that. So he's getting a lot of easy points and keeping the defense honest by moving. Just little things like that is what makes those guys important. If you're sitting in a corner just being atmosphere, it's harder for AD and LeBron. So the fact that he has played this well, LeBron has played this well, and we are struggling, I will take that to see how we're playing now.
Right. And plus the thing is D-Lo has vastly improved from the end of January, say beginning of February until now. D-Lo has been sensational. Had he been playing like that all along, the trade talks would have never come up.
Yeah, no, you're right. It wouldn't have. And I think because of the trade talks, it put some urgency into his game, right? When you start off a season, you don't want to be traded.
Hell no.
Like we can count the millions, you can count all the money in my pocket, but leaving the city that I call home to go somewhere else, to learn that city, to learn that players, to learn the routes, the routes, money has no impact on that. If I take you from your job, no matter how much you're making, and take you to a whole nother city, you're going to have a tough time struggling, especially mentally. Right.
I don't know if he has a wife or a significant other. I know he has a small child that I see him with from time to time after the games. Mm-hmm. Now because it's just not you.
Yeah.
You have to think of other people. You have to think of your wife or your significant other, the kids. And I think he really wanted to be back in LA because I'm not so sure he really wanted to leave LA in the first place. So he looks at it as a second chance. I got a second opportunity to come back and fulfill or correct the wrong that happened before.
Yeah.
And so I don't think he really wanted to leave LA the first time. And I know for certain he doesn't want to leave now because he said, I want to be a Laker next year. And he's playing like he wants to be a Laker next year. He's shooting the ball extremely well, doing a great job of running the offense when he's asked to do so. But I love the way he's played. LeBron is LeBron. I mean, it goes without saying. The guy's shooting 54% from the floor. Anthony Davis is giving you 25 and basically 13 on a nightly basis. Rui has been sensational also. I mean, he's shooting the ball at a high level. Austin Reeves is Mr. Consistent. You know what you're going to get. But I do think, Gil, we're going to probably need a little bit more for our bench. Dinwiddie's going to have to give us a little more. Prince is going to have to give us a little more. We know what to expect from Jackson Hayes. He's an effort guy. He's going to challenge shots at the rim. He's going to run and get you some putbacks, get you some lob dunks. So I don't know really. I'm not expecting him to give us 12. If he can give us 6 and 8, a couple of blocks, some time, some solid defense, okay, we can live with that. But I think Dinwiddie, I think Taurean Prince, those are our two main bench guys. Those guys are going to probably need to be in the double figures in order for the Lakers, because you can't ask your starters to go out there and score 120 points every damn night.
No, you're going to need about, I'll say in the playoffs, depending on who we match up against, 20, 25, 30 points from our bench.
Yes.
And the 90% of that is coming from Prince
and Dinwiddie.
And Dinwiddie, right? And that's just the way it is. And, just like Miami, Jimmy Butler played very well first 2 rounds. And then I think it was Caleb Martin, right? That almost won an MVP of one of those games. And they was chanting his name, right? Yeah. Those what we need. We need different players stepping up at the right time because it's not expected in the playoffs. In the playoffs, it's grit and grind, right? We're dialed in. We know the playbook. We know your first option. We know your second option. So to really be like dominant in the playoffs, you're playing in your third option mode for the first time for the most part. So when guys step out of their body, right? Austin Reeves goes for a 30. D'Lo goes for a 30, right? Rui goes for those are the games that we need in those times.
If you look at last year against the Grizzlies, remember that road game? Rui goes crazy.
Yep.
They're like, we're gonna let you shoot the 3. Rui said, okay, thank you. And the next thing, you go back and you get your split. And so now, and then you come home, Austin Reeves takes over a game.
Yep.
So they're gonna be game. Look, your star, you need AD and LeBron to be AD and AD. But you also need a third guy.
Yep.
At different points of a game. It was Rui one game. It was Hachimura. It was Austin Reeves another game, and that's what you need. Because AD and LeBron is going to be AD and LeBron.
Yep.
Can we get another game from a Rui where he gives us 20 to 25? Can we get a game like that from Austin Reeves where he gives us 20 to 25? Because I'm counting on LeBron and them to give me somewhere between 50 and 60 on a nightly basis.
Between him and AD, yep.
Him and AD to give us somewhere between 50 and 60 on a nightly basis. Now, we get Rui a game. We get Austin Reeves gives us a game. To go along with those guys, we get D'Lo to give us a game. We get our bench to give us 20 between those 3 guys, but the main contributors will be Dinwiddie, will be Taurean Prince, Jackson Hayes, but the main corporates would be those 2 guys, Dinwiddie and Prince. I like the Lakers' chances, but they're gonna they have a big lead and then they give it away. Yeah. They run back out to another big lead, 17, 18 points, and they let the Wizards get it all the way back down to 2.
Because when LeBron is not taking over the game, those guys don't know how to finish players off. They don't know how to just finish you, right? And I know this is a different league where threes really help you get back into game.
Oh, for sure.
A 20-point lead can be cut 5-4 shots, right? You get, 3 3 threes and one, and you're right back in the game. And that's what the Golden State style was. So, sometimes when you have your foot on their throat, you just got to crush it.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
I think the thing is also, Gil, is that a lot of times when you get up, and if you get up a certain way, you keep playing that way. But you keep taking bad shots, and when they go in, you like, everybody high-fiving and everybody like keying. But all of a sudden, you take a couple of those bad shots, and they race back to the other end, get some easy buckets, and the next thing you know, they hit a couple of threes, and all of a sudden, like you said, your 20-point lead is not down to 10, maybe even 9.
Yep.
Now you're like, oh, damn, what happened? Because we just watched the Wizards go on a 15-0 run.
Yeah.
So if the Wizards can go on a 15-0 run, Sacramento can do that. Phoenix can do that. The Nuggets can do that.
But right now, this is bad teams' best time to play basketball.
Oh yeah.
This is it right now. Coach, you can't sub me, right? It is what it is. Season about to be over. You about to be fired. I'm about to be traded. Free agency. So right now is the best time for bad teams because you get no responsibility whatsoever. Yeah. And it's basically summer league basketball for these guys. So you're going to have a lot of teams playing, spoiler alert.
You know what, Gil? I knew one thing. Kyle Kuzma ain't played in a week, but I knew he's gonna play against the Lakers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he wants to show y'all should have never got rid of me.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the way he's playing, but he wasn't gonna be able to do that with AD and LeBron, and that's what he doesn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal averaged 30. Bradley Beal is average 31 year at the high 20s. But he's not going to get the shots.
Yeah,
it's hard for a third option to be what he was when he was the first option, especially when the first 2 options is Anthony Davis and LeBron.
Yeah,
the first 2 options are Book and KD and Book. So it's hard for Beal to get those. You understand that? James Worthy, James is a Hall of Famer, but it was going to Kareem, Magic. Okay, everybody else fill in.
Yeah, with Beal, I watched him a lot. They overpass sometimes. There's times where that guy has that shot and he'll swing, right? Those guys are playing unselfish, sometimes to the point where your shot is better than that open corner shot from that guy. And I think Beal does that a lot where he has the shot and he makes the extra pass. And there's going to be times where he could average 20. The shots are there. The ball movement is there, but I think because they trust each other so much that they're willing. Like he'll pass up a shot to pass it to Grayson Allen or Gordon, where
sometimes in a situation, Gil, you're absolutely right. And I noticed that also a lot of times when teams have big threes or teams just come together, I'm going to show you that I'm so unselfish.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass up this shot right here. I see right at the team. That's what I did. I gave up this good shot to get a great shot. Bro, go ahead and take that.
Take that. It already touched the main 2 guys' hands. Boom, boom. It came to you. This is when you get to work. So making that extra pass sometimes kind of takes away from what you do. But they will be dangerous in the playoffs. So this is going to be a good one.
Yeah.